Hello, welcome to Kevin's Corner, where truth is diligently sought, deliberately taught, and dauntlessly defended. My name is Kevin Probst, and I come to you on this third day of May in 2026 to talk to you about Jesus confronting the crowd with the truth about his divine identity by publicly declaring that he was sent from the Father. Some responded with rage, while others stood in awe, proving that the truth of Christ always reveals the condition of the human heart. In John chapter 7, verses 28 and 29, Jesus cried out as he taught in the temple, saying, "You both know me, and you know where I am from. And I have not come of myself, but he who sent me is true, whom you do not know. But I know him, for I am from him, and he sent me." Jesus raised his voice in the temple so that all who were willing to hear would not miss the truth. You say you know me, but do you really know who I am? You say you know where I am from, but do you truly understand where I come from? His answer was unmistakable. Jesus declared that he is the divine Son sent by the Father. He came down from heaven on a mission of love and redemption. In our culture today, there's great confusion about identity. Many people are trying to define themselves by attaching their identity to something or someone that they were never meant to be. Yet God created each of us uniquely. And as the psalmist reminds us, we are knit together in our mother's womb. God designed every person with specific traits and abilities, purposes. We do not discover who we are by staring endlessly at ourselves. We discover who we are by looking to the one who made us. And when we accept the life God designed for us, we live in peace. When we reject his design, we try to create our own identity, confusion and turmoil inevitably follow. Truth has a way of revealing what is really inside a person. John 7:30 tells us, they tried to seize him, and yet no one laid a hand on him because his hour had not yet come. Jesus had boldly declared his origin and authority in the Temple Mount, and for many, that truth was unbearable. They did not pause to consider his words or go home to contemplate them and discuss them. They attempted to seize him in the intention of perhaps doing him harm, perhaps even killing him. Biblical truth has always had that effect. It can soften the heart or it can harden it. Jesus stirred intense controversy in the temple courts. Some listened and they reasoned among themselves. They began to believe. Others, particularly the Pharisees and the priests, they were furious. They sent temple officers to arrest him, but the arrest never happened. Jesus simply walked away because his hour had not yet come. And yet 6 months later, the scene would change. In the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus prayed to his Father, "Father, the hour has come. Glorify your Son so that the Son may glorify you." And this time, he really was arrested. And many critics of Christianity have asked how believers can still honor a man who is taken into custody and humiliated. But Jesus himself answered that question when he stood before Pontius Pilate. "You would have no authority over me at all if it had not been given you, the Father." Even in his arrest, Jesus was not a helpless victim. He was the sovereign Son, accomplishing the very mission for which he had been sent. And ironically, those who hated the truth most fiercely would eventually help confirm it. The temple officers who had been sent to arrest Jesus returned empty-handed. And when the angry priests and Pharisees demanded an explanation, they could only say, "No man ever spoke like this." The words of Christ produced two different reactions. Some were driven to rage and near madness, and others stood in awe of the authority and the beauty of what they had heard. And truth always does that. It reveals who we are. It reveals who he is. And ultimately, every person must decide how they will respond to the one who declared, "I am the way, the truth, and life." Thank you so much for taking time from your busy day and allowing me to share with you from Kevin's Corner. Please help me share truth with others by liking and sharing this video. Also, please subscribe to Kevin's Corner on YouTube and Substack. And until next time, live bravely and courageously.